Hello everyone, AmandaSushii here. Welcome to AmandaSushii Speaks. Today we are talking about Emily in Paris, Season 1. Yes, the full Season 1. If you haven't seen Season 1 to the entirety, do not listen to this till you're done with Season 1. Because I basically just binged everything and was like, you know what? It's my podcast. I don't have to go episode by episode. I'm gonna go discuss basically the full season. So right off the bat, I'm just gonna say it. I don't like Emily as a friend. I think she is a horrible, horrible friend for what she did to Kami and what she's probably going to continue to do in season 2. Just because she's our main character doesn't mean we have to agree with everything she does. I like her work ethic. I think she's a good worker and she likes her job and she does a great job there. But as a person, as a friend, I think she is awful. Just awful. Just speaking for myself, I would not want a friend like that. A friend who knows me and someone are dating and then still like makes out with them and then sleeps with them less than 24 hours after. Was it a breakup? Was it a break? I don't know. I have to watch season 2, but to me it was just kind of like a little break. Kami has been nothing but kind to Emily and just wanted to be a friend and even helped her with like they had like a business partnership with her family's chateau, and she thought like they're friends and now they're friends in business, and Emily was really nice to her. And so I would personally feel so betrayed if I found out someone I trusted that much did that. I just don't understand what Emily is thinking. Like, she's giving very kind of selfish when it comes to other people's feelings, and I don't know, I'm just clocking what I'm seeing from this season, okay? Emily only slept with Gabrielle because she thought she would never see him again. She thought she could get away with this scot-free. She thought Kami would never find out. But guess what, honey? That is not the case. And I'm excited to see what happens in season 2 about this. She just acts on these urges, and it's just have some self-restraint, girl. Have some self-restraint. And she has Matthew, the nephew who also works with Pierre Cadu. And I'm sorry about my French pronunciations, okay? And they don't seem like they're dating, like they're exclusive, like only for each other. But he does seem like a generally like nice guy. And no, she doesn't owe him anything like loyalty if they're not exclusive. But she definitely owes Kami some loyalty. Hello. And then, you're just keeping Matthew on this leash when you don't even like him. Like, girl. Emily's character is definitely, like, if they were real, it would be one of those girls that you're just like, girl, just be single for a little bit and find yourself. But she doesn't owe Matthew any loyalty because they're not dating, but she does owe Kami loyalty. And what she knows that she's in the wrong for this because her and Mindy talked about it, and she's like, Kami's so nice and I want her boyfriend. Like, they had that little conversation. And Emily, Kami, and Gabrielle visiting his family's chateau. Just even the car ride. Like, could Gabrielle not drive and the girls sit together in the seat? But no, Kami has to drive and Emily has to awkwardly sit in Gabrielle's lap. Just drive, Gabrielle. Just drive. And also, Emily sleeping with Kami's 17-year-old brother is crazy because I don't even think she was at that chateau for even 24 hours. And I'm not trying to shame her, but it's like you went there for a business proposal for the chateau and your company, and then less than 24 hours later, you're banging the son. It's a little weird. But also, in her defense, I guess, I don't know, like, they have an adult actor playing a 17-year-old. I don't even know. But honestly, I'm harping on it, but the family didn't even care. Like, they did not bat an eye. The mom wanted to know if the son was good at it, which is a whole other Game of Thrones type of problem I'm not getting into. That was really weird. It's just an odd choice, even if the brother wasn't 17 and he was an appropriate age. And in Emily's defense, Kami did say, I want to introduce you to my brother. But Emily is just giving, this is going to be a new girl reference. She's just giving, she wants to bang one out, and she just wants to do that because Gabrielle is there with Kami. And maybe she's feeling some type of way and she saw this guy who she has physical attraction to, and she's like, maybe we could just bang one out. But also, she's not thinking like, this is your friend's brother, this is a potential business partner family situation, and she's just thinking with her punani. I'm sorry, but right now I can't think of another way to say that besides she's just thinking with her punani, and she needs to lock that thing up when it comes to business transactions and 17-year-olds, okay? To me, that just showed how more selfish she is. And with that, I want to bring up Miss Sylvie because I also don't really like Sylvie. We see that Emily really empathizes with Sylvie, and whenever Antony's wife comes around, she's always warning Sylvie. She's like, hey, watch out. Or like the vacation thing, she felt sympathetic with her and wanted to take her out. And to me, it's just like, because side chick recognized side chick. Speaking of that little vacation fiasco, Sylvie being mad at Antony just cracked me up. Because what do you mean you're mad at this man? Like, the wife was like, oh, I saw he's planning a surprise trip, so we're gonna go. Sorry, sweetie, didn't mean to spoil it. And Sylvie gets upset at that. Okay, what is he supposed to do? You are actively being the other woman. So I'm sorry, but wifey comes first. She figured it out. There was a vacation and she's going on it. Why would she think any different? Does Sylvie actually have any right to be mad? I think not. I mean, I guess she could be mad at Antony for being bad at keeping his email or whatever not on lock, but sorry, but wifey comes first. Even though Antony is cheating on her, and I know I'm coming at the ladies, Emily and Sylvie, but no, the guys, it takes two to tango. But don't worry, I am coming after Gabrielle. And Antony, I just like, him and Sylvie have been at like doing this, it seems like, for a very long time, that all, her coworkers and stuff know about it. So it's just at this point, like, obviously, Sylvie, you are not the priority with him. His wife is the priority, and you are second. So at this point, like, you either figure it out and leave and get treated better by somebody else, or just continue being the side chick and getting second best. So I don't like Sylvie for that reason. I feel like she is, this high up, she's grown, she's confident, but what are you doing settling for being the side chick? Like, come on, you can find somebody. And then a second reason I don't like her is because as a boss, she just seems to have it out for Emily, and no matter how well Emily performs at the job, Sylvie like doesn't take that into consideration sometimes. And I think I already said it, but I do like Emily at her job. I think she is really great at it and has this passion for it, and she generates like great revenue, she brings in views, and she does her job really well. And she's actually a super hard worker. Like, watching this show, I'm like, I need to work harder too. And she has this line that she says multiple times when she's talking about work and there's a problem. She's like, I think we need to look at it from a different perspective. And I really like that line, okay? I really vibe with that line. But Sylvie just seems to be bringing in these personal feelings against Emily because Antony seems to have some kind of interest towards Emily. He did give her the lingerie thing, but he hasn't really advanced from that besides just weird flirting, and he knocks it off as like it's just a French thing. But obviously he's somewhat into her, and Sylvie sees that and is just taking it out on her. Like when she fired Emily for the Pierre Cadieu, like, the spray painting on the dress. How was Emily to know those guys were going to spray paint the dress? Like, there was no way for her to know that, and she got fired for it. And she had no way of knowing that Pierre would cancel his show over that. And who fixes the situation? Emily. Emily's ideas fixes it. And I just think professionally, Emily is doing a fantastic job with what she's working with, and with just kind of having her ideas shot down consistently with Sylvie. And honestly, one thing I do like about Emily is her perseverance, her resilience against the haters, especially Sylvie. Like, they will insult her, they will dog on her, and she will just take that with a grain of salt and be like, yeah, anyway, I have this really fantastic idea I think would do amazing. And she just kind of keeps pushing and keeps going. So I do like that aspect of her character. Her resilience is super inspiring, and I need Sylvie to stop being less of a hater and more of a, oh my gosh, she's actually good, let me give her this larger account, or something like that. And now I want to jump. I do be jumping around, sorry guys, but I want to go back to Emily and Gabrielle because I feel like I didn't talk about him as much. Gabrielle is the one in the relationship. Gabrielle should have told her way earlier that he was in a relationship. He let her use his shower, and quite frankly, I don't blame Emily for that first kiss, because she just thought, oh, I'm just gonna live my Emily in Paris life. I'm single, there's this hot chef, let me just make out with him. Because at that point, he had a lot of chances to tell her, hey, I'm in a relationship with somebody. So that first kiss, I don't think is Emily's fault. But after that, both of them are extremely, extremely in the wrong. Emily for initiating it, and then Gabrielle for continuing it. Like, what the heck? I'm just disgusted, and I feel sad for Kami at this point, because what do you mean you're someone you consider a friend, almost like a best friend, because they do be hanging out a lot, and your boyfriend are secretly lusting after each other behind your back? Like, that's so messed up, disgusting, icky. I just wanted to make my feelings known about that, and I feel like I have, so I won't harp on it. So let's move on to some other just side notes I wanted to discuss about season 1. First of all, why in the world did Anthony's wife come up to Emily and be like, I think you'll be a much better fit, in like a super weird way, insinuating like she knows about the Sylvie Anthony affair, and she thinks Emily would be better, but Emily's like, you mean like professionally? Yeah, totally. But it's just weird. And maybe, like, I think she does know about the Sylvie Anthony thing because it's been going on for years and she can't possibly be that dumb. But to come up to Emily and be like, I think you're a much better fit, is just, I don't know how they're gonna spin that with her knowing. And maybe she's okay with that because of the lifestyle Anthony provides for her. Like, maybe she's fine with that because of the monetary sense. But to come up and tell Emily, I think you're a better fit, is just weird. She's giving weird. Also, Anthony had given Emily that lingerie, I mentioned it earlier, but we haven't seen her really use that, so I'm thinking that will show up in season 2, possibly, hopefully not with Anthony, it'll gross, but just very odd, a very strange way of saying thank you for your good work on this project, my employee. Here's lingerie. HR, where are you? See, I don't understand these European rules they put in this show. Then another small thing I wanted to talk about is Emily's boyfriend in America. Yes, he is a douche. Yes, he should have, been on the plane because he told her he was going to go on the plane. But also, Emily just got up and left and just assumed he would be okay with it without a conversation. And yes, she was trying to make it work with him, but some people just don't want to do long distance. And I feel like it's a good thing they broke up because they're obviously not compatible, but they just, like, she didn't give him communication and he just kind of lied and pretended he was okay with it. So that's my thoughts on her, the boyfriend we met from America. Okay. And her friend Mindy, I also don't like her character, and I know I'm coming off as such a hater because I don't like a lot of these characters, but they're realistic in the sense that you can't be a perfect person, everyone has their flaws, and I just don't like Mindy. I think as a friend, she's kind of also pretty bad as a friend. One scene that rubbed me the wrong way was when her and Emily were talking about Kami, and I think this was right after Emily found out Kami and Gabrielle were dating, and she was talking with her outside in like the cafe area, and then Kami comes and they're like, oh, hey, and it's just weird. And then Mindy goes, you guys should take a picture and post it on the Emily in Paris account. And she's like, oh, great. And I just thought that was just a weird thing to do when your friend is uncomfortable. And at that point, Emily hadn't done anything else. She was just like, I'm just going to avoid Kami, and Kami appears, and now she's posted on her account. It's just weird. And Mindy also took her to a party, left her to fend for herself, and then at the end of this season she needed a place to stay and she's just like, I'm just gonna stay here, and Emily's like, oh, okay. And it was just weird. I just don't vibe with her, but it's a TV show, don't come at me. Those are just some thoughts I wanted to get off my chest about this show, and I know I'm coming off as a hater, but I actually do like the show. I love all the drama, I love the fashion that we see out of it, and I'm liking all the little scenarios, and having like an imperfect main character who is okay with getting with her friend's man. I like the drama. I'm watching it for the drama, and they're giving it for sure. And I'm excited to see what season 2 will bring. And my prediction for season 2. So I think Gabrielle really likes Emily. Like, from this last episode, he's like excited that he's staying and he's looking at her with these, dreamy eyes. And I think he is thinking maybe she would want to date. But Emily slept with him because she thought, oh, I'll never see him again. And she just is not into that. She just wanted to bang one out with him. But unfortunately, yeah, he's staying. Thank you, Anthony, for the drama. And so my prediction for season 2 is that Gabrielle is going to tell Kami that he wants a relationship with Emily, and Emily's going to be like, oh, I actually don't want that at all. And she basically destroyed her friendship with Kami for no reason. and Kami is just going to be pissed, as she should be, and pull out of like the business merger thing and make like Emily look bad at her job, is what I'm thinking. I'm excited to see. I'm going to start it. And honestly, I know myself, I'm going to binge season 2 and then do another, just general what I think about it. So feel free to follow this podcast, AmandaSushii Speaks, or you can follow me on TikTok and YouTube at AmandaSushii with 2 I's. And please, 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 I need to talk to people about this. I need to know your thoughts. Do you think I'm a hater? Do you love Emily? Tell me. Feel free to, leave a comment or something on TikTok or YouTube or whatever. Thanks you guys so much for listening. Bye.